Hi everyone. I'm Hajar. I will start with a quote. Most lies succeed because no one goes through the work of figuring them out. Right? This is a quote by Dr. Paul Ekman. And my topic is, can we catch a lie? Right? Unfortunately, as human beings, we're not born with special skills to catch a lie. But there are a few tricks we can master to catch anybody in the middle of a lie. Right? We can spot lies through 5 communicative channels. The first communicative channels are facial expressions. Right? There we have 43 muscles combined together to make more than 10,000 facial expressions. Right? Of which there are 7 universal emotions. No matter who we are, where we are, what we are, we all have the same facial expression when it comes to that exact emotion, right? I will try to mime them for you, and you will try to guess them, right? First.
Happy.
Happiness, right. Second.
Sad.
Right. Third.
Surprise.
Right. Fourth.
Afraid.
Okay. Fifth.
Disgusted.
And
Arrogant.
Alright, good. So those are the 7 universal emotions. And anger. I forgot anger. Yeah. My point is, if when I line then goes up word fake, okay? So if you were talking to a person and they were faking them, you can tell that they are lying, right? The second communicative channel is body language. Our bodies often send signs that we are lying. Why? Because our minds try so hard to produce a lie that our body can't keep up with. Alright? Here's some examples. There's what we call the classic one-side stroke. It's moving your shoulder, right shoulder, up and down quickly when you talk. Okay? That's a sign of you lying. The second one is scratching your nose, right? Hiding your mouth when you're talking. And then there's caressing the back of your head. Okay? And there's breaking eye contact. If I was talking to you and then I broke eye contact for a second, that's probably what the lie has happened. Alright, and then the third communicative channel is about the voice. Alright, the voice is about the volume, the rhythm, the speed, okay, the pitch. And then the fourth communicative channel is the verbal style. Alright? The verbal style is about the flow, the fluency, the spontaneity, the hesitation, the ums and the uhs. For example, the hesitation, the truth is relaxed, it's spontaneous, it flows. You don't have to think about the truth, right? You just say it. For example, if I ask you, are you so satisfied with my performance? That's probably true, because it didn't take you more than 2 seconds to say yes. Alright, the last communicative channel is about the verbal content. The verbal content is the actual words we're using. Liars avoid to use I, me, and my. They use more negative words like can't, won't, and don't. They use a lot of passive voice, right? And they use what we call the distancing language. I'll give you an example. You all know Bill Clinton, right?
Yeah.
A few years ago, when he cheated on his wife, in his statement he said, this is the exact, video, right? I did not have sexual relations with that woman. What happened right there is that he gave 2 indicators that he was lying. The first indicator is that he called her that woman, though he knows her name, right? He could have called her Jolene or Christine or whatever her name was, but he called her that woman. We tend to use that when we point to something that's really far away from us, right? So he was putting himself at a distance from her. He was lying. The second indicator is that he was pointing to a different direction than when his eyes were, right? So if you're talking to somebody and you're like, pointing to a different direction, you're lying, right? Because if, for example, it happens when we don't like something, we just come right to him and say, I don't like you. That's not true, but anyways, that's example. Anyways, you talk to him and you point right as his direction. That's true. But if you point in a different direction, that's not true. To conclude, I would like to say that developing the ability to detect lies can help us better navigate the situation of dishonesty, but every so often ignorance is a bliss. right? We should just let it be, right? As long as the lies are not that harmful or anything, and believe or just, trust that we can't catch every lie all the time. Thank you.